you to give your attention to. So if I could please have a little bit of quiet as we welcome Bronte's dad. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to say a few words, Andrew Russell.
Prior to the 1960s, childhood cancer was almost fatal. Despite more than 600 children being diagnosed with cancer every year in Australia, today there is about a 70% survival rate across all types of cancer. But I'm not here to talk about stats and numbers. I'm here to tell you a story about a remarkable little girl who defies these odds and percentages. My daughter, Bronte Pearl Russell. Bronte meaning strength and thunder, Pearl a precious gem. This 7-year-old has been aptly known for her fighting spirit and beautiful heart and soul. However, on January the 19th, 2006, at approximately 2 p.m, the foundation of a complete and happy family unit was rocked to the core. 4 words changed our lives forever. Your child has cancer. Your child has cancer. You try and get your head around that. The feeling of disbelief, shock and sheer devastation is difficult to describe. Your head is spinning, your stomach is churning and your heart is slowly breaking, and a feeling of complete emptiness overcomes you. And so we were thrust into the world of paediatric oncology. You have plenty of questions and you want to hear the right answers. You want to hear that your child will be all right and you will have it all fixed up in no time. But the reality is, you're in for the long haul. There is something Bronte's doctor said that I will never forget. He said, I can guarantee you one thing, you will go to hell and back again and again and again. And he was right. But with the support from family and friends, life was made a bit easier, to which that support is still happening today. We soon became accustomed to the lengthy medical terms, and neuroblastoma began to roll off the tongue. Neuro meaning a tumour stemming from the nerve cells. Bronte's diagnosis of stage 3 neuroblastoma was more favourable than the deadly stage 4, whereby the cancer has already spread. She was fortunate enough to have localised disease, no cancer cells anywhere else in her tiny body. Bronte was subject to a barrage of tests and examinations. 60 plus blood tests, urine tests, CT and MRI scans, surgical procedures, kidney function tests, radioactive injections, anaesthetics, bone marrow aspirations, but Bronte took everything in her stride. After 8 rounds of chemotherapy, many of these sessions lasting over several days, a 9-hour surgery to remove some of the tumour and some specialist radiotherapy, Bronte's mass was not shrinking. However, a biopsy in 2007 would confirm that the tumour had turned benign, non-cancerous, a truly remarkable occurrence which apparently was extremely rare. Despite the now static state of Bronte's tumour, she will need to be closely monitored until better treatments are found or until surgery is considered safe. Bronte is growing. She attends grade 2 at Point Lonsdale Primary School. She plays the piano, she swims and dances. She makes me laugh and cry. She is cheeky and naughty. She is a normal kid with an abnormal lump inside her. She amazes us every day. She gives us strength, along with her older sister Molly and her younger brothers Max and Jesse, who have felt the impact of childhood cancer too. Many of you know that our family were originally living near Ararat as farmers, and a majority of Bronte's treatment was conducted in Melbourne, as a good 2 hours away. The travelling time away from other children was incredibly hard. After a life-changing 2 years and a sea change to Ocean Grove, Bronte was able to have some of her follow-up treatment at the Geelong Hospital, which made things much easier. The idea of raising money for children with cancer became a topic of conversation in our household. Some calls were made to Bowen Health, ideas were discussed, and so Bronte's Ball began in July 2009, which raised $45,000. The satisfaction you feel giving something back to the community is incredible. But the knowing that children with cancer can have their treatment done at the Geelong Hospital and not having to travel all the way to Melbourne is overwhelming. Who would have thought that from an extremely heart-wrenching experience that an event would be born and strength, inspiration and passion would spread far and wide. Before I finish, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight and celebrating Bronte's life and for giving hope to present cancer patients. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors and donations given for tonight, and the girls on Nat's committee, and those who have helped. Your commitment and time has been outstanding. But there's one person I'd like to thank, and that's my wife, Natalie, for having the vision and determination to organise an event such as Bronte Ball. She's put her heart and soul into this by looking after 4 children and still spending so much time organising this event with such a great job. So enjoy the night, and I'll thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. He held himself together so beautifully, and as a parent, that must be very, very difficult. There's one other person that I'd like to introduce you to. Now, Natalie had to look after all of these children while going through all the medical procedures with Bronte, of course, and one of the normal things that she had to do was go along to Mother's Group, and she managed to make a lot of friends that way. And one friend in particular she got talking to was called Erica. Erica Williams is here today, and it turned out that Erica had a niece who'd also gone through a cancer and a cancer treatment, and so they had a lot in common and they spoke a lot. And Erica, I believe, has written a song, and I think I'd like to invite Erica Williams to come up onto the stage, friend of Andrew and Natalie. So Erica, would you make your way to the stage? Are you behind me? Yeah. It's dark and glary up here, so Erica, we'll leave the stage to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Erica Williams.
Thank you. Just like to say, Andy, that was a really beautiful speech. And to say, yes, I did meet Natalie at a mother's group, a play group. Our sons were best friends. And ironically, we'd both experienced